Lanikai Beach, located on the windward side of Oahu near Kailua, is often described as one of Hawaii's most beautiful stretches of sand, and once you see it in person, it's easy to understand why. The name, Lanikai, translates to heavenly sea, and that's not marketing hype. The beach greets you with powder-soft white sand, calm turquoise water, and postcard-perfect views of the Mokulua Islands just offshore. It feels intimate and peaceful, without the high-rise backdrop you'll find in busier parts of the island. One of the standout features of Lanikai Beach is its water clarity and color. Thanks to the shallow reef system offshore, the waves here are typically gentle and well-controlled, especially in the summer months. From a performance standpoint, whether you're swimming, kayaking, or stand-up paddleboarding, the beach delivers excellent conditions for beginners and casual adventurers. The reef acts as a natural breakwater, reducing large swells and creating a safer, more predictable shoreline. During winter, conditions can become a bit more dynamic, but it generally remains calmer than many other Oahu beaches. The sand quality is another technical highlight. Lanikai's sand is fine-grained and light in color, composed largely of coral and shell fragments that have been naturally broken down over time. This composition gives the beach its soft texture underfoot and its signature bright white appearance. The shoreline slope is gradual, meaning you can wade out quite a distance before the water gets deep, which makes it especially family-friendly. From a design perspective, if we think about how nature has engineered this beach, it's beautifully balanced. The curve of the coastline frames the Mokulua Islands perfectly, creating a layered visual composition: white sand in the foreground, crystal clear aqua water in the midground, and lush green islands in the background. Add in the ironwood and palm trees swaying behind you, and the entire setting feels intentionally staged, even though it's completely natural. Early morning light here is particularly stunning, which is why Lanikai is famous for its sunrise views. One unique selling point of Lanikai Beach is its quiet, residential setting. Unlike heavily commercialized beaches, there are no large resorts directly on the sand, no beachside bars, and limited parking. While that may seem like a drawback, it actually enhances the overall experience. The absence of commercial development keeps the beach feeling exclusive and serene. Visitors often park in nearby residential streets and walk in through public access paths, which helps preserve the low-profile aesthetic. Another major draw is access to ocean activities. The Mokulua Islands, often called the Mokes, are a popular kayaking destination. On calm days, paddling out to these offshore islets offers a rewarding adventure with seabird sanctuaries and dramatic coastal views. For photographers and drone enthusiasts, the symmetry of the two islands adds a unique visual signature you won't find at most other Hawaiian beaches. Of course, Lanikai isn't perfect. There are no public restrooms or large facilities directly on the beach, so visitors need to plan ahead. Parking can be challenging, especially during peak hours. And because it's so beautiful, it can get crowded despite its tucked-away feel. But for many people, those trade-offs are minor compared to the experience of swimming in some of the clearest water on Oahu. In terms of overall performance, design, and uniqueness, Lanikai Beach excels in delivering a calm, scenic, and photogenic beach experience. It's less about surfing big waves and more about soaking in natural beauty, enjoying peaceful swims, and taking in some of the best sunrise views in Hawaii. If you're looking for a beach that combines technical strengths, like reef protection and gradual depth, with pure visual impact, Lanikai truly lives up to its name as a heavenly sea. Matira Beach in Bora Bora is often described as one of the most beautiful public beaches in the world, and the moment you set foot on its powdery white sand, it's easy to see why. Stretching along the southern tip of the main island, Matira offers a rare combination of postcard-perfect scenery and easy accessibility. Unlike many luxury resort beaches in Bora Bora that are private, Matira is open to everyone, making it both exclusive in beauty and inclusive in experience. One of the key features of Matira Beach is its sand quality and shoreline design. The sand is exceptionally fine and soft, almost talcum-like, which makes walking barefoot incredibly comfortable. The beach slopes vary gradually into the lagoon, creating a long, shallow entry point. From a technical perspective, this gentle gradient is ideal for families with children and less confident swimmers because you can walk quite far into the water before it gets deep. From a visitor's standpoint, it simply feels safe, calm, and relaxing. The water performance here is another standout aspect. The lagoon is protected by a coral reef barrier, which naturally reduces strong waves and currents. This results in calm, crystal clear water with excellent visibility, often exceeding several meters. For snorkelers, this means stable conditions and the chance to spot tropical fish without needing to venture far from shore. The clarity is also due to minimal sediment disturbance, thanks to the sheltered geography and low wave energy. In simple terms, the water looks like glass and feels like a giant, natural swimming pool. Design-wise, Matira Beach offers a balanced blend of natural and functional elements. You'll find swaying palm trees and lush greenery providing organic shade, while nearby restaurants, small boutiques, and rental shops add convenience without overwhelming the landscape. The beach maintains a relatively low commercial footprint, which preserves its natural charm. There are no towering buildings blocking the skyline, just open views of Mount Otomanu in the distance and endless shades of blue stretching to the horizon. Another unique selling point of Matira Beach is its sunset performance. Because of its westward orientation, the beach offers unobstructed sunset views over the lagoon. As the sun lowers, the sky transitions through layers of gold, pink, and deep orange, reflecting off the shallow water. For photographers and content creators, the reflective surface of the lagoon acts almost like a natural mirror, enhancing color saturation and creating dramatic silhouettes. For everyone else, it's simply a breathtaking way to end the day. Accessibility is also a major advantage. Unlike many remote tropical beaches that require boat transfers, Matira can be reached by road, and there's public access with nearby parking. This practical aspect makes it a top choice for travelers who want world-class scenery without complicated logistics. It's also within walking distance of local eateries and accommodations, which adds to its appeal for both luxury travelers and budget-conscious visitors. In terms of overall experience, Matira Beach performs exceptionally well across multiple categories: safety, aesthetics, water clarity, and user-friendliness. It delivers the high-end Bora Bora visuals you see in travel magazines, but without the barrier of exclusivity. Whether you're looking to swim, snorkel, relax under a palm tree, capture stunning photos, or simply enjoy one of the most iconic sunsets in the South Pacific, Matira Beach offers a well-rounded and memorable coastal experience. If Bora Bora is the crown jewel of French Polynesia, Matira Beach is the sparkling highlight, a beach that blends natural engineering, scenic design, and effortless accessibility into one unforgettable destination. Imagine stepping onto a shoreline that looks like it's been lightly dusted with rose-colored sugar. That's Pink Sands Beach on Harbor Island in the Bahamas, and yes, it really is pink. The color comes from tiny coral insects called foraminifera, whose reddish shells mix with white sand and create that soft blush tone. It's not neon or fake looking, it's subtle, elegant, and somehow even better in real life than in photos. One of the first things people notice here is how calm and inviting the beach feels. Thanks to an offshore coral reef acting like a natural breakwater, the waves are usually gentle and predictable. From a performance standpoint, that makes the beach ideal for swimming, wading, paddleboarding, and even relaxed snorkeling. The water stays shallow for quite a distance, which is great for families or anyone who prefers a chill, low-stress ocean experience. Visually, Pink Sands Beach is a masterclass in natural design. The shoreline stretches for about 3 miles, giving it a long, clean layout that never feels cramped. The sand is fine and cool underfoot, and it reflects sunlight differently than white sand, giving everything a warmer, softer glow, especially during sunrise and sunset. Pair that with turquoise water and pastel-colored colonial-style homes nearby, and the whole place feels curated, even though it's completely natural. Another standout feature is how peaceful it is compared to other famous Caribbean beaches. Harbor Island doesn't get massive cruise ship crowds, so the vibe stays relaxed and upscale rather than hectic. You'll see people walking, horseback riding along the shore, or just sitting quietly taking it all in. It's the kind of place where luxury is defined by space, silence, and scenery, not noise or excess. From a usability perspective, the beach is surprisingly accessible. You can walk to many sections from hotels or rental homes, and golf carts are the main mode of transportation around the island, which keeps things slow and charming. Resorts and beach clubs nearby offer loungers, umbrellas, food, and drinks, but the beach itself still feels open and unspoiled rather than overly commercialized. What really makes Pink Sands Beach unique, its true selling point, is that rare combination of visual drama and everyday comfort. It's stunning enough to feel like a once-in-a-lifetime destination, yet calm and practical enough to enjoy for hours without effort. You don't have to be an adventurer or a luxury traveler to appreciate it. You just need to show up and let the beach do what it does best. In short, Pink Sands Beach isn't just famous because it's pink, it's famous because it works. It looks incredible, feels comfortable, supports a range of activities, and delivers a sense of quiet escape that's getting harder to find. Whether you're filming a travel vlog, planning a getaway, or just dreaming from your screen, this beach earns its reputation without trying too hard. Railay Beach in Thailand feels like a secret island getaway, even though it's technically part of the mainland. Cut off by towering limestone cliffs, the only way in is by a longtail boat, which instantly sets the tone for something special. From the moment you approach by water, the dramatic karst formations rising straight out of the sea create one of the most recognizable coastal landscapes in Southeast Asia. It's not just a beach, it's a natural amphitheater shaped by geology over millions of years. Railay is divided into several distinct areas: Railay West, Railay East, Phra Nang Beach, and Tanzai. Railay West is the postcard star: soft white sand, clear turquoise water, and sunsets that turn the cliffs orange and pink. The sand here is fine-grained and comfortable underfoot, and the gentle slope into the water makes it suitable for casual swimmers, though tides can affect the usable beach space throughout the day. Phra Nang Beach, often considered the crown jewel, combines powdery sand with shallow, swimmable water and dramatic cave formations at one end. Railay East, on the other hand, has a more mangrove-lined shoreline and serves as a functional hub with restaurants and boat access rather than a traditional swimming beach. From a performance standpoint, especially if we think in terms of visitor experience, Railay excels in accessibility balance and activity variety. While it feels remote, it's only about a 15-minute boat ride from Ao Nang or Krabi town. The beaches perform exceptionally well for rock climbing, which is one of Railay's biggest unique selling points. The limestone cliffs offer hundreds of bolted climbing routes ranging from beginner-friendly walls to advanced overhangs. For water-based activities, kayaking and paddleboarding are popular due to generally calm waters during the high season from November to April. However, during the monsoon months, waves and weather conditions can reduce water clarity and limit boat transfers. Design-wise, what makes Railay remarkable is that most of its aesthetic appeal is completely natural. The towering cliffs function almost like architectural walls, enclosing the beach and creating a sense of privacy and exclusivity. The contrast between vertical rock faces and flat expanses of sand gives the landscape dramatic depth. Vegetation is lush but not overwhelming, with palm trees and tropical plants framing the shoreline without blocking ocean views. Resorts and accommodations are generally low-rise and designed to blend into the environment, often using wood, open-air layouts, and natural materials to maintain harmony with the surroundings. One of Railay's strongest unique selling points is its dual personality. It manages to be both relaxed and adventurous at the same time. You can spend the morning sunbathing on Railay West, the afternoon climbing a limestone wall, and the evening watching fire shows by the beach. Phra Nang Cave adds a cultural and spiritual dimension, known for its shrine dedicated to a local sea goddess, a detail that adds character and storytelling value beyond just scenic beauty. The fact that there are no cars, only walking paths, enhances the tranquil atmosphere and makes the entire area feel pedestrian-friendly and intimate. For travelers seeking crystal-clear waters, dramatic scenery, and a mix of laid-back beach time with adrenaline-fueled activities, Railay Beach delivers consistently. It's not the most secluded beach in Thailand anymore, especially during peak season, but its natural design, adventure offerings, and cinematic landscape continue to set it apart. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned traveler, Railay offers a balanced, immersive coastal experience that blends nature, recreation, and atmosphere into one unforgettable destination. Ans Source d'Argent in the Seychelles is often called one of the most beautiful beaches in the world, and once you see it, that reputation makes sense. Located on La Digue Island, this beach feels like a natural work of art. Soft white sand stretches along shallow, clear water, while massive granite boulders rise out of the shore in smooth, sculpted shapes. The moment you arrive, it feels calm, warm, and unreal, like stepping into a postcard that somehow exists in real life. One of the key features of Ans Source d'Argent is its water. The sea here is usually shallow and protected by a coral reef, which keeps waves gentle and manageable. This makes it great for swimming, floating, and relaxing without worrying about strong currents. The water is also incredibly clear, so you can easily see fish swimming around your feet. For visitors who enjoy snorkeling, this beach offers an easy and safe entry point, even for beginners. From a performance point of view, the beach delivers a very consistent experience throughout the year. Thanks to the reef barrier, conditions remain calm most days, and the sand stays clean and soft. The beach doesn't suddenly drop off into deep water, which adds to its safety and comfort. Even during busier hours, the beach feels spread out, with plenty of quiet spots if you walk a little further along the shore. This balance between popularity and peacefulness is one of its strongest advantages. Design-wise, On Source Darjeeling looks almost intentionally crafted, even though everything here is natural. The granite rocks are the star of the show, creating natural frames that photographers love. Palm trees lean gently toward the water, providing natural shade and adding depth to the scenery. The beach curves softly, giving it a cozy, enclosed feel rather than a wide, open coastline. Every angle feels visually pleasing, which is why this beach appears so often in films, advertisements, and travel magazines. What truly sets On Source Darjeeling apart is how accessible luxury feels here. You don't need expensive equipment or advanced swimming skills to enjoy it. The beach is easy to reach by foot or bike, and basic facilities like snack stands and shaded areas are nearby. It delivers a high-end, dream beach experience while still feeling relaxed and welcoming. In simple terms, it's beautiful without being intimidating. Overall, On Source Darjeeling isn't just a beach you visit, it's a place you experience slowly. Whether you're swimming, taking photos, or simply sitting and listening to the water, everything works together smoothly. Its calm performance, natural design, and unique rock formations combine to create a beach that feels timeless. It's not just one of the best beaches in the Seychelles, but one that stays in your memory long after you leave. Imagine standing on the edge of a rugged cliff in the middle of the Atlantic, the air salty and warm, and below you a crescent of sand so pristine it almost looks unreal. That's Baía do Sancho, tucked inside the Fernando de Noronha archipelago off Brazil's northeast coast. Consistently ranked among the world's best beaches, Sancho isn't flashy or overbuilt. It wins you over quietly, with raw nature doing all the heavy lifting. One of the first things that sets Baía do Sancho apart is how you get there. Access is deliberately limited, and the final approach involves descending narrow ladders through rock crevices or arriving by boat when the tide allows. This hard-to-reach factor isn't a gimmick, it helps preserve the beach and keeps crowds small. When you finally step onto the sand, it feels earned, almost like a private reward for making the journey. In terms of natural features, Sancho is a masterclass in balance. The sand is soft and pale, framed by towering cliffs covered in green vegetation. The water shifts between turquoise and deep blue depending on the light, and visibility is excellent, often stretching for dozens of meters. For swimmers and snorkelers, this beach performs beautifully. Calm seas during much of the year make it easy to float, explore rock formations, and spot sea turtles and colorful reef fish just a few meters from shore. For more active visitors, Baía do Sancho still delivers. While it's not a hardcore surfing destination, the waves can pick up seasonally, offering playful breaks for experienced surfers. Kayaking and free diving are popular too, especially because the underwater terrain drops off gradually and stays interesting without being intimidating. In simple terms, the beach works well whether you want gentle relaxation or light adventure. Design-wise, Sancho feels almost intentionally composed, even though it's entirely natural. The curve of the bay protects it from strong winds, the cliffs provide shade in the afternoon, and the surrounding rocks break up waves before they hit the shore. There are no buildings on the sand, no loud vendors, and no visual clutter. The design philosophy here is nature first, and that restraint is exactly what makes it so striking. The real unique selling point of Baía do Sancho is how untouched it feels while still being accessible enough for visitors. Strict environmental rules limit foot traffic and development, which protects wildlife and keeps the ecosystem healthy. You're not just visiting a beach, you're stepping into a carefully preserved environment where every detail, from the clear water to the quiet atmosphere, feels intentional. In the end, Baía do Sancho isn't about luxury in the traditional sense. It's about performance through purity, design through nature, and value through preservation. Whether you're a traveler chasing iconic views or someone who just wants to understand why this beach tops global rankings year after year, Sancho proves that sometimes the best experiences come from leaving things exactly as they are.